right, going to put the gas tank in now. It's pretty easy to install. I've got the back end of the car kind of on the jack stands, or whatever you call it, wood stands, and you can see I've got the gas tank ready to go, and I've got the pads properly installed. Okay, and I went ahead and put a copy of the build sheet right there for somebody to find in the future. It's got my name and stuff in there in case anybody ever restores this car 50 years from now. They'll be happy that they found a build sheet, or at least a copy of it. So anyway, let's get this stuffed up in here. Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage, over here at Ely's Garage, working on the 1970 SS Chevelle. We're coming along on this thing this week. Tell you, Uncle Larry was over yesterday. I should have done some video on that, but we bled the brakes out, so we've got good pedal right now, so we're happy with that. As you can see down there, got the clutch linkage hooked up. Over here on the electrical side, I'm starting to get the electrical wires hooked up, the voltage regulator, and the what do you call that, horn relay. So we're working along on that. And as you can see, the top plate is gone. I took the whole core support off this week because I had forgot to put the fan shroud on, so it made it a lot easier to put the fan shroud on. And then of course I don't have a bottom clip for that. But anyway, getting back to why do I have the top plate off of the I don't know, what do you call that, top plate to hold the radiator into the core support. We had a couple specks of dirt that got in the paint when we painted that, so we decided to go ahead, and Uncle Larry took that home as a homework assignment, and he's sandblasting that, and we're going to respray that. So we're coming along. As you can see, I'm starting to put fluids in it. I talked about the brakes. I used my discount at Federated Auto Parts to get some gear oil, non-synthetic gear oil. So I just put that in the M22 transmission. I wish I had done that when I had the body off, but I forgot about that. So moving towards the back end here, I put the oil in the rear end also, and I used a GM oil with the GM Posi-Track additive, limited slip differential additive there. So we're all set there. As you can see, I've got a gas tank in here now, so we're all set there. I went ahead and put a copy of the build sheet on top of the gas tank for somebody to find in the future. Who knows, 50 years from now, somebody will be restoring this thing again. Who knows? And they might find that very useful. So that's as far as that goes. So fluid in the rear end, check. Fluid in the transmission, check. Brake fluid, check. Power steering, I got to put some fluid back in that. I was having problems with the hose leaking on the back here. So I've got to put some fluid back in there and see if I took care of that problem. What else? Electrical's coming along. Like to be able to fire this thing up off the key shortly. Well, I still got the front end off. I told Paul to hold off on the front end. We're going to get the trunk painted on this thing, and we are going to take that to Tom Reitler at his shop, and he's going to put that really cool spatter paint on there that he has a nice formula for. So this car is going to go for a ride. So I got another week or so before the Maryland Chevelle show, and I'm going to try to get over to Tom's place before the show starts. And then you might, if all goes to plan, you'll see this car at the Maryland Chevelle show without the front clip on it. So it might be cool. People might like to see that, see some detail on this motor. You know, I got all the vacuum lines hooked up and whatnot. Of course, we'll get it all shined up and looking spiffy. But that's it from Meldrum's Monster Garage. I got my build sheet I'm going by here every day. Ha! If I knew all the codes on that, I'd be a genius. But yeah, we're coming along nicely. So next thing to attack next week is getting all the door panels on the interior buttoned up, and getting the electrical buttoned up. So I was just doing some test fits there. But anyway, that's it. See ya. I just turned the lights out. But I know what I wanted to ask you as you look at the battery tray, precariously balanced. But these bolts that go into the battery, they are just, for these newer batteries, they're just I don't know, when you put this battery cable on there, they're just a skosh too small to get the thread started. If you F up the first thread, which I did here, you're kind of out of luck. Anybody got any better solutions for these bolts? Let me know. All right, we're going to end up Meldrum's Monster Garage today with a little unboxing. And hey, shout out to Haven Hobby down in LaPorte, Ohio. I stopped in there today and picked up a 66 Chevelle. And also, I've been waiting for those guys to get this P51D model in stock, because I want to build one just like my Uncle Doc flew, which is right here. You can see it's got the red stripes on the tail and the red nose and the olive drab cowl there. But that's what he flew over in Italy, so it's got all the decals and stuff in there. We'll talk more about that later. Picked up a little bit of paint. Also in the mail today, I know I talked about putting the gas tank in, but I didn't have the exact right bolts. I put in what I had, so now I got the right bolts from Inline Tube, so happy with that. And then also got some AMK bolts for the battery tray, so we're all set with that. And then let's finish out this week's video with a little lesson on T3 headlights. As you can see, I got these in the mail. These Guide T3 headlights, reproduction ones, but they're a little bit brighter, they say, than the originals. But they look like the originals in every single way. And let me kind of go over this. We're talking about this design, and if you look very closely, let me clear my throat. See the lines there in the T3, behind the T3. That started with 1968 and went to 1971. And then also in 68, they changed to where the guide used to be in 67. It would be embossed and you could feel it there, but they moved it to the inside of the glass. So pretty cool. If you know what T3 stands for? Well, I'm going to tell you, T3 stands for tilting down 3 degrees and tilting to the right 3 degrees. So you wouldn't blind the guy coming at you. And the T3 headlights started in 1956. So pretty cool. I got a set of that for Mike's 70 Chevelle. So there you go, doing a little collaboration. My dogs are starting to bark. They see I'm out here, so I'm going to have to sign off. Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage. See ya.